This is the Tecware Phantom 104, and a few weeks ago, if not 1 week ago, you might have saw me unbox this keyboard, and I said I was going to mod it, and so I did. As you may have seen, this is a pretty usual / common mod for those on the budget end who enjoy the RGB, but I did go through the extra liberty of getting all the switches out and lubing them. So we have lubed Outemu reds, and honestly they're not as bad as I thought they would be. However, there's a problem with the Outemu reds and Outemu switches in general on common boards where they are exceptionally tight in terms of their top housings. By that, I mean if I were to take a standard Outemu red and I put it into a switch opener and I try to force it open, 9 out of 10 times it won't work. I'll demonstrate that right now. Here is a standard Kale / Outemu switch opener. Here is an Outemu red. Ugh. I got one side open, and that just made the other side tighter, and the tolerances are so tight that I can't open it properly. What I actually have to do is get an art knife and open it, because that's how small the tolerances are. And, of course, this ended up me getting hurt. On stream, actually. I cut my thumb open. I'll play the clip right now.
A fitting gift for one of the 4 drunkards. They remembered what I said.
Aw. So frosting bottle it is? Alrighty, let me wrap it up for you.
Wow, I just underestimated
Okay,
how sharp
now
that
that the
shitter
gift
is.
is wrapped.
I just cut my hand open. Be right back. That actually hurt like a bitch. Oh my god. So, I don't advise lubricating Outemu switches unless if you have like a razor sharp switch opener, in which I hope you're careful with that. But honestly, this is for a friend of a friend, and he's getting into mechs because his previous keyboard was a Qsen rubber dome, and that had finally taken its toll, and he wanted something linear. So why not introduce him to the mechanical keyboard world by a keyboard custom modified by me. Also, interesting fact that I did not know about the Tecware Phantom 104 is that it had foam. A pretty sizable thing, actually. Take a look at this. This foam was inside. I actually cut it off because it was attached to a cable that I didn't want to fuck with. But it's kind of light, flimsy-ish. So I didn't necessarily think it was the best option to go with if I wanted to make it a little bit more dense, because I believed that the pinging noise from before was actually from the hollowness inside the case, in which it seemingly is not the case at all, actually. However, I did replace it anyway. I grabbed some shelf liner and filled the inside with it, and it should sound a little bit more dense now. However, the main source of the pinging is actually from the switches, because the switches and their springs are exceptionally loud, and I actually purposely left these unlubed just to showcase the difference. And before I get into the typing test, let me do that right now. So here are some lubed switches. Now listen to the unlubed switches. You hear that? So the pinging really comes from unlubed springs. So this just proves my point even more, that you should always lubricate your springs in the slightest when it comes to switch modding. So if that isn't concrete proof enough, then I don't know what is. But anyway, other than that, the only other mods is replacing the double shot ABS with the pudding keycaps. These are from HK Gaming. Those are the cheapest on available, and they are pretty good. They were Prime eligible, and they look like any other pudding keycap set that I have seen, and they accentuate the RGB as he likes his RGB, because he's never had any before. Anyway, I've kept you long enough, so this is the Outemu Red filled Lubed, by the way, inside a Tecware Phantom 104. I'll do a back and forth comparison of stock versus modded throughout the comparison. So please enjoy the video, and I hope you have a nice day.